Hey, what's going on guys? Back with the challenge. In this video, I'm going to take you through week 4 and week 5 of the challenge. I decided to put both weeks into this one video because I'm swing trading and I'm only taking very precise trades. So there's only been 2 trades. But the good news is that we've been able to turn the account into $4.7 thousand in equity in just these 5 weeks. So we just came to the end of the 5th week. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you live trades when I'm actually inside of the trade live. So you can see my mindset and my psychology while I'm in the trade and what I think can potentially happen. So we've had a pretty good last 2 weeks. I'm going to show you all the setups I took to get to this point in the account. And I'm also going to show you how I caught them so you can catch the same types of moves with me throughout this challenge. Hey, what's going on? So we're back. This is week 4 of the challenge. So right now I'm in a trade on Euro NZD, as you can see on the screen. And I'm in this trade. I'm looking for a big swing of the market. And it's going to be a very big trade if it does play out. So it's looking very promising. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to break down this trade, why I'm in it, and kind of like what I saw in the market to make me want to take this trade. I also want to show you my account balance right now. So technically the balance is still $814 with 5 cents since I haven't closed out of this trade yet. The equity right now is around 1100. So let's try to show this here. Screen record and then insert it into the video. Let me just start screen recording right now. So we're running on Euro NZD, almost $300 in profit. And I'm going to break down exactly why I'm in this trade and why this is a beautiful, beautiful setup that honestly fits my strategy ride the wave perfectly. So we start off at the top. This is where the market had kind of a point where it completely reversed and we started to see bearishness, especially with this huge, massive bearish candle right there. That shows you straight up, like that's just the market telling you, look, we're going bearish. The trend is bearish. All right, I'm gonna make this smaller so you guys can see. That massive bearish candle tells us the direction. And then on top of that, of course, we always wanna confirm it with the structure points in the market. So this is a lower low in the market. This is a lower high. That's already a good confirmation that we're going to go bearish. And from there, we can start to look for sells. So I marked off this area of resistance because it had previously been used as support. And then when the market came up right here to reject off of that resistance, I'm looking for that rejection and I'm going to be looking to enter in sells. And I'm not going to enter in right off of the zone, right at the moving average, just because you don't yet know if the market is going to reject it or not. So once I got that rejection, then I waited for candle confirmations. If we take a look now, we're on the 1 hour time frame. We can see a nice strong rejection candlestick, and then we get an engulfing bearish candle on the 1 hour time frame. That's what tipped it over the edge for me, and that's what made me like for sure want to take this setup right here. So this is the first trade of the week. If this trade plays out, I don't even care if this is the only trade we take this week, because if this trade plays out, we're looking to more than double this account. That means this account will be almost worth $2,000, which means we're definitely on target of this challenge. So it's going to be fucking insane if this trade plays out. I do think it is. It's following my strategy. So everything's looking very, very nicely with this trade. And yeah, we're following market structure, following my plan. The markets seem to have calmed down this week a lot. And in the second half of last week, they've also seemed to calm down, which is great. The market was just extremely freaking volatile up and down. But thankfully now we're starting to cool down, and I'm also starting to get used to the markets. Don't worry, if you're a profitable trader, you're going to adapt to the markets however volatile they are. Doesn't really matter. Like the point is, we as traders, as profitable traders, we're able to just adapt to the markets. And if you're not profitable yet, well, yeah, you're most likely going to be profitable soon if you're watching these videos and you're following this same type of strategy, because it's a consistent plan that you can follow. So I hope you guys all success. Make sure to drop like comments with what you're currently struggling with in trading, because I've started to want to give back a lot more to the community, and I want to just help you guys out with whatever it is that you're struggling with. I'm also starting to answer my DMs on Instagram a lot more, just because like I got kind of bored just trading by myself, and I want to just help out. I want to feel like I'm making a difference. So yeah, I want to teach you guys like how it is that I trade and how it is that I'm making these profits. So I'm gonna update you guys when I take this next trade or when this trade progresses. Euro NZD moved exactly the way that we analyzed in the last clip. As you guys see, price moved down perfectly. My full initial take profit was down here at this zone for about 450 pips. As you see right here, I closed out right at this zone the second time that we came down into it, not the first time. So I saw this pullback, I knew it was going to happen, and then I got the move down again here. But at that point, you know, it was already Thursday, so I decided to close out of the trade perfectly. And this is the trade that got me to 2225.90 in equity. So $2,225.90 in equity. So I exited out of this trade at 1.90,823. So actually a little bit higher than this that I have marked on the screen. And I exited there simply because it was Thursday and I thought it was a good location to exit. And plus I was already up 1,400 on the $800 account. So we were literally up like basically 200% on this account, or like 160%. This was such a good quality trade because of the fact that we were bullish at one point in the market, and then we had a clear market trend change to the downside. We had a high up here, and ever since then, no high was able to break this high. We made a new lower low, lower high, and then at that point, I knew the market was probably going to continue to go bearish. And that's when I was able to first identify the strong area of support. And then the second that price broke below here, I just simply waited for price to come back up, retest that strong area of support that's been held so many times in the past. It's going to use it as resistance. We sell and we continue down. This was an A+ setup for sure. Really, really good setup right here. And this is what got our account up to 2.2K. Amazing, amazing trade. I literally broke it down with you guys live here in the previous clip, so you guys can see how the trade progresses and how things just go down when you're talking about these type of trades. So yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing. This is a trade that got us to 2.2K in the account. Running $800 in profit right now on this small account. Price broke above resistance, use it as support. Bullish market structure. We're already at $3,000 in equity, and we're gonna keep growing this account. Simple market structure right here. I told you guys this trade was gonna play out. So price broke above resistance, use it as support, continuation up. But we're at $4,500, $4,700 on the small account. Let's go. So I waited a whole week to take a trade. I went 7 days without trading because I just simply didn't see any good opportunities in the market. I'm not going to trade just to trade. I'm going to make sure that the trade is a quality trade that I can feel confident putting risk behind. And that's exactly what I saw here with this GBP JPY position. And that's why I went in heavy, super heavy on the lot size with a 1.77 lot size. Now I was watching this trade closely, so the risk didn't really scare me too much, but for sure, if the market would have gone down here, it probably would have looked to close out, preferably right before stop loss getting hit, for about a loss of like almost half of the account. So the risk on this trade in specific was close to 50%, around 40 to 50%. Because I thought about it and it was like, okay, if I'm going to try to grow this account significantly, I need to take big risks. So what should I do? I should just simply wait until I see an opportunity that's so good that it actually makes sense to put the risk behind. And that's why I've been waiting for this GJ position for literally like 2 weeks now, because I've been waiting for the breakout above this area of resistance right here on the daily time frame for such a long time. And we finally got it. I was looking at the 4-hour time frame. We got the break above. I was like, wow, no way. It finally actually happened. Perfect. The second that we come back, tap into this area of resistance that turns into support, boom, entered in. I'm going to tell you now why I entered in this trade. I'm going to look at the 1-hour time frame and show you that price was starting to reject. In specific, this was the candle that made me want to enter this trade. The one right here in the center, that is a slight bullish candle that strongly rejected the downside. That right there was a clear indication for me that the market was starting to reject off of this area. So I simply just set my buy limit about 9 pips below current price, where we were at right there, or around like 10 pips below. We were at 560 right here, or like somewhere around here, and then I put it at 460. So I got in at 465. As you see down here, my profit right now is 2,300. We're looking at the stop loss of 189.63 just to play extra safe, and we got a huge take profit of 192.164, which would give us a 1 to 2.7 risk to reward, which is almost a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Amazing position. I do think it's gonna play out. So far guys, in this challenge, we're doing very good. The progress is slow. Like, this is already the 5th week, and we're not necessarily growing it as fast as we thought we could have grown it. But at the end of the day, progress is still happening. and we are still getting closer and closer to our goal. And what matters at the end of the day is that consistent growth. It doesn't have to just flip 10x in one day. It's better if you just grow it 50 to 100% every week on this high risk environment. Now, of course, what we're doing here, like by taking like a 40% risk on a singular trade, is still insanely risky. And a lot of the times you're going to be doing this challenge and you can fail it. Like, just know at any point of this challenge, it can fail. Just like I've tried flipping accounts many times in the past, and it doesn't always work. Like, you have to really be on top of your game to try to flip these accounts. And you need a degree of luck, of course, because if the market just turns to shit, then you're going to lose a lot of trades, and it's not even going to be your fault. Or you're going to lose a lot of your capital, I should have said. You could just lose 2 trades and you already lose a lot of your capital. That's exactly what we're working with here. So, I mean, this clip should be combined with the week 4 trades that I took. And that way you guys can see both of them together. And yeah, so this is week 5. It's right now, it's like April 25th. And we're still making really good progress, guys. We're still making really good progress. Yes, it's been over a month, but that's the key to the game. We're trying to make this a sustainable flip, as sustainable as it can be while risking 40%, by being extremely selective on which trades we take. And as you guys might have noticed, we're starting to only take swing trades on this challenge. So I'm not doing intraday trading on this challenge anymore because I found it to be way too risky. The ups and downs of the intraday were just not there. It just wasn't beneficial to this challenge, especially with the psychology of trying to risk 20, 30, 40%, or on a scalping trade, like maybe like 15, 25%, because anything can happen. And the fact that you can either lose or win so fast is just extremely hard when combined on top of the fact that you're trying to grow a small account into a large account. So that's exactly why I've decided to only take swing trades on this account. And it's been working out amazingly so far. Really good because of the high risk to reward and the high win rate nature of taking swing trades with my specific strategy, ride the wave. So we're going good so far, guys. I'm gonna update you guys with what I do with this trade right here. I may hold it over the weekend. It's Friday right now in order to catch that full 1 to 3, or I may close out soon here to just secure my profit and then go into next week with a fresh trading perspective and just look for new opportunities. So I will keep you guys updated and I'll see you right there. GBP JPY moved exactly how we expected it to. We had a beautiful break of resistance. Price found support at that area and continued to go bullish. We even got the bullish engulfing 4-hour candle off of support, which I predicted to happen. And I even said, if this happens, this is going to be the perfect setup. Me and my group caught this entire move up, and it was such a beautiful trade. No drawdown on this trade right here. If you guys saw in the last clip, I broke down what I expected to happen on this trade. And this was the trade that took us to 4.7K. Hopefully you guys can see that, but if not, I'm gonna draw a screenshot on the screen. Beautiful move right here. So let me go over a little bit why I took this trade. So first of all, I know at one point the market had made a strong movement down, but once again, just like on the other trade, we had a simple shift of structure. So what do we have when we get a shift of structure? So we stop making lower lows and we form our first obvious sign of bullishness, which is a higher low. If we have a higher low, then all we simply need to confirm the trend has changed, or to confirm the shift of structure, is a simple higher high, and we have the higher lows down here. We can also see that right here we have 2 higher lows back to back. That's a clear sign. And the main point here is that we have such a strong area of resistance that the second that we break above it, that's a clear sign that we're going to continue to go bullish, especially when you consider that this is also a daily area. Look at the daily time frame. You'll see that this is a strong area of resistance that's been held multiple times, at least 3 rejections on the daily time frame. Just so you guys know, if an area gets rejected 3 times by the daily candles, that's a very strong area. So the fact that we were able to break above there gave us the perfect confluence to take long positions and continue long. I may have already explained this, but the way I was able to get my entry was looking at the 1 hour time frame. I saw my first indication here of entries with rejections. I placed a slight buy limit and we got the buys up. I already explained that in the last clip, but now I'm going to explain my exit strategy, because my exit was supposed to be up here at 192.160 for almost a 1 to 3 RR. It's actually supposed to be higher than this, but I actually got out for a 1 to 2 RR right around here, because first of all, I more than doubled the account, so that's already a very good profit. And second of all, it was Friday at the end of the trading week, so I didn't want to keep holding it just in case the market for some reason reversed after the weekend. So this was the account, or this was the trade that took our account to 4.7K. If you guys want real-time updates of this challenge, make sure to follow my second Instagram account, which is my trading account only. It's called Synergy Trading Hub. I'll leave a link in the description if you want. In there, I post basically day-to-day updates. Most of the time, we're not going to be trading every single day, but once we do find a good position like this, we're willing to hold it for a couple of days for that take profit to get hit. As you see here, we caught about 200 pips of profit. Beautiful move. So see you guys in the next video.